I think you should build your own computer. Yes, I said build your own computer. It's actually not that hard. A computer is made out of the RAM, the GPU, the CPU, the motherboard, and the power supply. The motherboard is basically the spine of the computer. It is used to make sure the computer parts can all properly communicate with each other. A motherboard will set you back around $60 to $600. You should do research on your motherboard to find a good price range to make sure it's compatible with the other components. The CPU is the brain machine, giving instructions to the other components to do what they're supposed to do. A modern CPU will set you back around $60,000 to even $6,000. CPUs are manufactured for certain sockets and will only work with motherboards that have that certain socket. For example, I have an i7-6700K and it's built for the LGA 1151 socket. If I put in an LGA 1156 socket, the computer won't even turn on. The GPU or the graphics card is used for visually intensive tasks such as watching movies and playing video games. A good GPU is important if you need it for more visually intensive tasks like video editing or playing video games. GPUs are special because the GPU can be put in basically any system if the system can provide enough power to it. And on topic of power, we have to talk about the power supply. The power supply is basically the heart of the computer if you replace blood with electricity. The power supply takes electricity from the wall, regulates it, and spreads it through the computer to make sure every component is receiving enough power. Beware when you're buying a power supply that power supplies do max out a certain wattage and will not run stable over that wattage. For example, I have a 650 watt power supply. If I hit 650 watts, after that it will just not run stable anymore. Link in the description. I'd recommend using Cooler Master's power supply calculator or PC part picker to check out how much power your system draws. Don't cheap on your CPU or else. And finally, the RAM. The RAM holds storage for currently running processes, like the browser you're using to watch this video right now, or, well, the video games you're playing, most likely, and the videos you're watching. RAM comes in double data rates, or DDR. It goes from DDR2 to DDR4 RAM. DDR2 is the older version and is only compatible with DDR2 motherboards. Same with DDR3 and DDR4. They are exclusive to their own motherboards, so anything running DDR4 will only work in DDR4 supported motherboards. Okay, so who here plays video games? In 2013, a report by Spill Games showed that 1.2 billion people worldwide play video games. That number is growing. Why should I play on PC? There's a much larger community on Xbox and PlayStation, right? In 2014, Intel released a report saying that the PC platform has about 700 million active PC gamers. PC by itself has the biggest community. PC is so popular because it allows for freedoms that you don't have on consoles. On PC, almost every game looks better and plays better than modern day consoles. If you have a competent computer, 9 out of 10 times the PC version is the better choice. PC games are often cheaper. On Steam, there are sales literally every day of the week. You find games for 20% off, 50% off, even 80% off. The glorious thing is that it happens often. In a few months, I've amassed a larger games library on my PC than I've had on my Xbox One that I've had for years. On PC, you can mod your games. Mods allow you to add more content and options to a game. You can download graphics mods to make the game look better. You can add mods to add in extra levels. You can use mods to fundamentally change the gameplay. Look at this footage of Skyrim on the Xbox One. Now look at this footage of Skyrim on PC with mods. Well, I'm convinced, Sal. I'm gonna go store right now and buy a Let me stop you right there. PC building is intimidating to someone who's never tried building one. It makes sense to buy one from the store, well, except the price. Pre-built PCs are almost always a bad deal because the seller sells the PCs for a lot more than it's actually worth. For example, this PC that costs almost $1,000, guess how much it takes to build it yourself? $800? $850? $900? I use a website called PC Part Picker to plan my builds. It's useful because it has a large selection of hardware and also references multiple sellers, so you can get like a general idea for what it usually goes around for. Using PC Part Picker, I built the same PC for $754, around $200 cheaper than the pre-built one. It's 2017, and it's never been a better time to be a PC gamer. It's cheaper than ever, easier than ever, and frankly, more fun than ever.